Good morning and welcome to another episode of the Axe Men. So, we have got a wet morning this morning. We loaded up all these logs into the evening late last night. They've all been coming from the phase 2 on site A. Phase 1 on site A was completely finished. Stumps have been ground out. All of the big trees have been felled over on phase 2. Just some small standing stuff. Getting quite a bit of lag because all the trees are lying on the floor, so we've been processing some. The guys over on site B have been cracking on all day yesterday and into the evening and early morning. They've had a couple of loads of wood chip off to the sawmill, and from what I hear, they're making quite an impact onto the site, so progress is good. So hopefully these two contracts will be knocked off fairly soon, and we'll be looking for a new forest or a new contract. We've still got that church grass to cut as well over in the village there. Yeah, I forgot all about that. I know that we had the inquiry, but we got the go ahead for the work. I can't remember if I said or not, but yeah, that's still to do before we finish this series. So yeah, everything's sort of falling into place. Yeah, and we've either got to see if we can get some new forestry work, tree surgery work. Failing that, we might have to go and buy another woodland somewhere and expand the little empire. Oh dear. Oh, it looks like it's just hit the bull bars there. Yeah. Cement mixer drivers there. Dragons, all of them. But anyway, I'm off to the sawmill with this little lot, so I might give you a little quick sneak peek of what we'll make. Everything so far has been in the... what was it? Was it the 50,000s? No, can't it be? Yeah, I can't even remember. Anyway, yeah, so yeah, we'll see you up at the sawmill. Okay then, so once again we're at the sawmill. We're 23,000 currently. Bish bash bosh. 58,000. That'll do. Right then, so straight back down to the woodland, and we're going to load some more logs on. See you down there. Okay then, we're back down here. Just unfold the crane. Right, so thinking now is to get all of this, or not all of this trailer, but yeah, I'm going to try and get all of these logs off the landing. Get as many as I can on the trailer. I can't get that last one, it must be buried underneath. Got it. Nope, can't find it. Where are you? Right, forget about that for now. yeah, what was I saying? So yeah, we're going to get all of these onto the trailer. I'm not going to, I don't think I'm going to time lapse it. I think I'm just going to get on and get it done. And then see you in a wee bit when we've got a little bit something else going on, maybe skidding or processing. So yeah, we'll just get on with it. So we'll see you in a little bit. Okay then, so that's all the logs that were on the landing on the back of that truck now, bar one or two. But yeah, I think it was about 40 minutes of time to actually get that truck loaded. So yeah, so into the John Deere, skiddaw. So you'd see how laggy it is still around here, but I thought we'll have a little bit use of this. I don't think I've done much actual commentary whilst using this, so yeah, as far as forestry skidders go, it's the best in game. It actually grabs the wood and holds onto it, so yeah, I don't think you can grumble about it. So just bringing it all to the edge of the landing, dropping it off, and then going for another one. So yeah, I suppose in this game, I suppose you could say everything in game's repetitive, but with the field work, it's going to be repetitive in a year, a season. Well, it's a year, isn't it? You know, whereas forestry is a little bit more repetitive because, you know, you're doing what, and that's going that way. I was going to try and grab that, but it's actually the wrong way around. Yeah, so the forestry aspect is a little bit more repetitive because fell a tree, chop a tree up, load a tree onto a truck, take it to the sawmill, you know, that's it. So yeah, it is repetitive, but I find it therapeutic most of the time. You know, things do go wrong, but most of the time, yeah, it's therapeutic. And I think it's a case of trying the different machinery. Let's get that lifted up a little bit higher. Not that one, on that one. Trying the different machinery to see what works. You know, this is the first time I've ever used this skidder in the game. I pretty much wrote skidders off after using the Massey Ferguson one, expecting them to all have the same sort of game physics dynamics, whereas in fairness to it, it does the job. And I like at the minute I like cutting the trees down, bringing them to a landing in order to process them. It just seems to be quicker than having to put your jacks down, move around the woodland, pick up your next tree, and so forth and so on. I'm sure there was a butt around there. Never mind. The fella buncher on the other hand, yeah, I'm not so struck on that. I've got to think about how we're going to, well, I don't even know what the next job is yet, so, but we're going to have a little think about what that process is going to be, you know. I like the logging trailer that we're using, you know, the grapple on that's good, the size logs that it takes, you know, it can reach all of it, all of the timber trailer. So yeah, that's working. I love that Liebherr excavator. That works fantastic. What's going on there? A little bit jumpy there. So yeah, that works fantastic. You know, it's doing a good job of processing on the landing. I just got to think of, you know, do we go for, I don't know, I've got to use the word Scorpion King, the in-game one. You know, do we go for something like that instead of a fella puncher? You know, I like the idea of the fella puncher, especially on a 360. Well, actually, there's even that John Deere 360, isn't there? With a harvester head. Might give that a little go. Depends. I'm thinking that it may be slow. Because what we want to be doing is, if we're using something like the Scorpion King, it's a case of cutting the tree, and then quickly sort of you pull the arm back, don't you, in order, or swing it whichever way you want to. Excuse me. You swing it in order which way you want the tree to fall. Whereas with the 360, yeah, you can still swing it, but you're probably not as maneuverable. But then again, I suppose the Scorpion Kings aren't. I don't know. We're going to have a little bit think on that. I mean, I was bad with this when I first started, but practice, isn't it? But the fella buncher's just, I can't get it level. You know, using the fella buncher in the real world, it's keeping the plate of the fella buncher parallel to the ground, and you use your, hang on a minute, we'll caught. Let's see if we just start off a bit. I know, easiest way, let's just get the saw off. So we're off. So yeah, what was I saying? It's a little bit long this, isn't it? Just struggling steering just a slight bit with it, aren't I? Right, hang on a minute, let's just slacken that off ever so slightly. Right, see if we've got that now. What was I saying? The fella buncher. Yeah, the fella buncher. The idea is that you're moving your bottom boom and your top boom in a fluid motion, so it goes forward and down at the same time in order to keep it parallel with the ground. But because the way that PlayStation, Xbox controllers work, you can't do two movements at once. You know, PC players with the twin joysticks, they can do it. They can do everything. But yeah, let's get rid of some of these now. Everything seems to be in the way at the minute. But yeah, I wonder if the John Deere harvester, tree harvester, well, because some of them, there's little arms on the timber head, you see the little orange grabbing arms. On some of the forestry machinery, you can actually move it, open and close them manually. Whereas this one and things like the Scorpion King, it's a case of hanging it over and pressing X, you know, and then wait and see what it picks up. I think I'm gonna get down the bottom after chopping this one up. I think I'll move down the bottom and make a start on the bottom end. Just with it being on a hill, I think some of them will be rolling as we go. Let's have a look which way around. There isn't an easy way. Let's go. Come on, these little twigs that are stopping this excavating. Push that over a little bit as well. Let's get around there. Just gonna keep bouncing. I'm not even that good at football. I'm dribbling along there. Right, let's get these ones out of the way. He sees and then completely changes his mind. Right, it's right behind. Okay then, so I'm going to get this one done, and then what we'll do is process all of these ones, and then we'll catch up with you after that. Okay then, so once again we have got ourselves a little pile of timber, and we're going to load it on the trailer. What time is it? 3 o'clock. Seems to be that we're doing one trailer load a day. I don't think I've done 2 in the same day. I mean, the one that we dropped off first thing this morning, it was literally loaded last night, and we just ran out of time for the sawmill to be open. So I'm going to keep on going, keep on getting logs on the trailer. Really want to try and get this area finished off in this save game, in this episode, but I cannot see it happening. I think we're going to get beaten by time, but we'll keep on going. Still got to decide something to do with all these piles of brush. They're starting to get in the way, but my chipper is down on site B, so not sure what to do. Might just use the blade on the skidder just to get them pushed out of the way. That's not so great. A little bit overhangy. How much? Let's have a look. Yeah, a little bit over. So what's that bit about? Where's that come from? I don't know if that's going to have any effect on its steering later on, but we've just devalued a log by cutting it short. But hey ho, they're not too bad, are they? Yeah, so we'll see you in a wee while. So that's that all. Well, it's not all loaded up, but it's the trailer full. So we'll get this away to the sawmill. It'll be the second load of today. But like I said earlier, we're only getting one load off a day. The one that we put off this morning was loaded up yesterday, so I don't think it can really count. But anyway, we're off to the sawmill. We'll see you up there when we deposit our logs. Okay then, so here again, see how much we get. 57,000. You know where I'm going. I'll see you when we get there. Okay then, we're back on site. I've just been jumping in the skidder and pushing all them piles of brush out the way in order that we can clear a little bit of space in order to get some logs across. So yeah, we'll just get on with that. Some more of these little beauties over. They're a decent sized log, aren't they? Oops, wrong way. I think I'd start to learn. Why is that not? Looked like it was slipping through. Get over this without dragging it with me. Yes. Oh, I spoke too soon. Jump off. Get that cut with a chainsaw. I don't want to drag this forward any further. Where are you? Where's that little... yeah, I don't want to be dragging all the whole pile with us, so it's just a case of get what we can off and see if we can leave bits behind. Yeah, that's it. I think we'll have dragged it forward a little bit. I don't think it was as close to the pile as that, but never mind, it's not the end of the world. Well, it might be if I keep rolling down the hill. How many's left? 4 or 5? You can see with the, how I lost control of some with the bunch I had. I just couldn't get it to do what I wanted all the time. Let's lift that front blade up. That's it. I think we'll catch in a bit there. Yeah, just there's so many times that, you know, you're approaching the tree and actually before you've got close enough to the tree it's already started cutting it before you can actually grab it, and then the grabber isn't closing quick enough for the speed that it cuts the tree down. So wee bit of a problem. Let's get all these in line. See if can I turn it. Can I turn it without it jumping everywhere? No. We're just gonna put it back and drop. Don't. Come on, up you come. There you go. Try and not let them catch the back of my wheels. That looks like it might be a good enough grab. Hops a daisy, that's it. See if we can squeeze between this one. That might stop them from. Whoa. What's going on here? Lost all. I've forgotten what controls I'm doing, you know. That's it. Let's back it up a wee bit. Doesn't want to back up. Get some traction forward. That's it. We're good. We're moving in the right direction. Oh man. Come on. Just need to get past this tree. Just past this tree. It doesn't want to know. Spin it round, pull it in tight, use the tree as a pivot. And we're here anyway, we've got them in. Maybe not the best route, but they're on the landing, which is the important thing. Right, I'm going to crack on. Trying to get these all over. I'll see you in a little bit. So it looks like there's just 2 left now. I think it's 2. Oh no. Oh, 2, 3. I've got a mountain of brush. I'm struggling to see over the top of it. We'll have to get the chipper back up here. Yeah, we've got to go and see how the lads are getting on in their bottom site as well. Now, there's a couple of lads working down there. See how they're doing. When we'll get the chipper back up here, because we're nearly done. There's only a couple of little trees left that I've left because I don't want the timber for them. They're too small. The sawmill doesn't want them, so they'll have to go for a chip as well. I'm sorry, I'm spinning and spinning and spinning because I cannot see from my cab. So yeah, we need to get. We could use the little excavator, but then it's all about pulling it over. Fella buncher might be better. I know it's not great, but the lads seem to be managing with it down there on the little trees, so might be able to do it up here. Just to get the last couple of trees done, we need the machinery up here anyway for, I can't say it, need the machinery up here anyway for finishing off the stumps. I've turned the head off, that's why. That might make a little bit of a difference. Come on, swing over. Missed. It's just finding the sweet spot, isn't it? Like if I had one that had a closable grabber. Come on. There we go. Yeah, so if I had one that had a closable grabber, you'd be able to grab the logs and then hit your X button or your saw button. Where is it? Yeah, one more. Counting down the moment. But it's a canny little pile. I think we might have a couple of wagon loads there. That's a bit skinny, that last bit. That last log. A little bit skinny. Flick it up. Release. They've got that much, it's not even throwing them anymore, they're just hitting something. Let's see if I can skirt around this way so that we don't have to drag the camera through the brush. It was always called brush, all the branches, and I think it's an abbreviation for branches and SH1T, shall we say. But yeah, never actually knew. I don't know if anybody knew, but it's what it was always called. I think it was just like, so it's getting heavy. So these tops we're classing as brush. The tops that we don't want. It's basically everything that we don't want. It gets called brush. So we're creating logs now, but if you were felling a tree by climbing up it, tree surgery wise, you'd be cutting all the branches up as you go down, and you'd only be climbing it if it was in like too close to a building, or you know, specialist work needed, to not enough space to drop it. But then what you would be doing is, after you've climbed it to something like this, you'd spike up it, climbing it, stripping all the branches up as you go, and then when you get to the top, you whop the little top off, and then once that weight's gone, this thing then sometimes gets called a wobbly noodle, because when you're standing up there and after that weight's gone, it's going backward and forward, and you're standing on the top, whatever height up. So yeah, that's it's classed as a wobbly noodle, and you just got to hold on and ride it, and then as you come down, you've got to cut the tree trunk down in manageable sections, and we call, well, the Gwaggoth called coins, so there'd be these sort of things. So that would be classed more as a coin, that one there. So you would be picking that up and chucking it to a safe spot. Yeah, you didn't want to just drop it like that. These often got called chogs. It's not coin shape anymore, so they were chogs. And all of this sort of stuff was rubbish. You know, the sweepings up, the rakings, the snap branches, the sawdust, all just rubbish. So this was all the brash from the job. But often you would make what was called a brush mattress. So if you're working in someone's garden and it was a nice lawn or something, you would leave some of this stuff in situ, make a pile of it down, well, the groundsman would make a pile of it down on the floor, so when you were throwing the chogs from the tree, you know, you imagine the weight of one of them coming flying down onto somebody's lovely lawn. It's going to put some huge divots in, so what you would do is make a brush mattress, chuck it on that in order to cushion the fall. So yeah, basically 2 years of college to teach you what I've just taught you in what, 5 minutes. Well, it was a little bit more in depth than that. So I think that's it. 8 o'clock now. I think that's it for one day. I think it's time to jump in the machines, get the doors shut. Get the doors shut, he says, that's it. And leave it as that for the night. Are the lights on that? No, just the sun. Is it? No, it was just the sun. So that's it. I'm gonna head home and call it a day. So if you're enjoying the series, please give us a thumbs up. Any comments, any questions about tree surgery, there'll be an exam at the end. Please get in touch, let me know what you think. Like and subscribe to the video, I really appreciate that. So we'll see you in the morning.